Or we're having a pretty good morning. Last night, no nosebleeds, and this morning, no nosebleeds. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm real happy. I went through hell to get to this point, though. I didn't really talk about it in the other vlogs, but it basically had been bleeding for close to 7 days, I think. But it wasn't anything out of the, anything out of the unordinary or anything that I have not experienced before at this time of the year, with the CPAP machine drying out the nose. But it started bleeding pretty bad on Sunday night, and then Monday got worse, Tuesday got worse, Wednesday obviously it was the absolute worst, and at that point is when I finally was able to get it fixed. I was not going to be able to wait till Thursday. There was no way. And Thursday was the actual, cauterizing appointment. But I was losing too much blood. Basically, like, shit. I bled for like 2.5 hours. And then I got into the ER because it wasn't stopping. And I filled another bag of blood on the drive there, just the bag. And then when by the time it stopped, which is basically when they were checking my blood and checking me in, is when it finally decided to stop, which is kind of funny. At that point, it had been 3 hours total. So, yeah, a lot of blood on that day. But we're recovering now. For some reason, I'm not hungry. All I had yesterday was 2 steak meals, one in a restaurant and one at home. And it's freaking 12:31 my time, and I still haven't eaten anything, so I need to try to get something down. Steak burrito or, I don't know, something, Anyway, so today we're just gonna run some errands, take it easy, maybe watch a little TV. But by Monday, I'm probably back in the gym by Monday. I can't see waiting that long. I don't feel faint. My color's looking better. So, I don't see any reason to wait that long. Anyway, I probably shouldn't be doing this in driving, but it's called multitasking, bitches. Yeah. So anyway, I'll get back to you fucks later. Peace out. Food challenges. And this burger is really fucking big. I've done the mini Matty. Okay. This one I've not done. However, with this challenge, you have to eat it in 30 minutes, but it comes with fries, covered with rice peel-off and covered in chili, onions, and some cheese, I think. I'm not sure. And not very many people have been able to complete it. So, if I do a food challenge, it might just be only the burger, not the entire French fries. I'm not a professional, so I don't think it could be done. But if someone wants to see that, maybe I'll do it. Let me know. Yeah, Hungry Bear cookies. This is something that the big guns knows I like after having surgery or any type of major medical trauma. There was a dozen in here, down to 4 maybe. No, actually, there's actually 6 in here. Holy cow. So I'm going to eat a couple of these with a glass of milk. So, needless to say, Big Guns knows me pretty damn well. Thank you for that, Michelle. Pretty cool. And I'll eat the rest of these. I hide them in there so Bella can't find them. That's how mean I am. And anyway, I'll eat the rest of these later. And I'm going to give you guys a little story time today. Hope you enjoy it. I'm not really vlogging today. I thought I'd give you a funny 90s story. When I say 90s story, that's referring to the 90s when bodybuilding was a little bit different. And I'll give you some funny stories as time goes on. Because like I said, I'm not really vlogging today. I'm still kind of recuperating. I went outside a little longer than I should have. Got a little hot, a little dizzy. I just took a shower. See my hair. It's supposed to stand up, but I'm too lazy to stand it up. Anyway, so my story. I used to get really bad styes. And a sty is like a bump you get on your eye. And I used to get them so bad that my eyeball would close shut. And got them all the time as a kid, not so much as an adult, but I do get them once in a while. And sometimes the medicine I put on it just doesn't work. So anyway, I went to the doctor, fucking Kaiser, and the doctor was like, yeah, I'll fix it. So he kind of put this numbing stuff in my eyeball. He flipped the lid upside down and he cut it open. Now, I didn't even know he was going to do any of that stuff because I probably would have said no. But my eye was pretty much swollen shut, so I guess I really didn't care at the time. Anyway, this fucking thing bled all the time. Like, it was horrific. I would be in a restaurant and I'd start ordering food and my eye would just turn red from blood and the waitress would freak out and run away and think I had some kind of horrible zombie disease. But the funny story is I was training at Gold's Gym. It was in Fresno, actually, at the time. And I was doing, obviously, any type of pressure or overexertion really would open this thing up. Because remember, underneath your eyelid is always wet. Your eyeball is always wet. So it takes a very, very, very long time to heal. Anyway, so I'm in the gym, and it's like a Friday or something, and I'm doing like tricep press downs. It was tricep press downs, I believe. I'm almost positive that's what it was. And there were some new members of the gym working out that day, and next to me was a veteran member who I call Squirty. I call him Squirty because his nipples leaked. He would take too much steroid, Deca, Tren, and his nipples would start leaking, and he thought that was a funny thing, and he'd squeeze them at everybody, and that's a different story, a 90s story. Anyway, so I'm sitting doing his tricep exercises, and blood is filling in my eyeball and starts running down my face. And it looks scary as all hell can be. And of course, Squirty says, he says, what the fuck? And of course, these new members look up and they're fucking scared. Like, this is Gold's Gym. It's the hardest core gym in Fresno at the time. Actually, it's gone now. It was the hardest core gym. A lot of big guys there. A lot of big guys were competing. And these new members are there and they see a guy training, and I was good size back then. I was a leaner 270, not like the 280s I am now, fat. So I looked quite a bit different, definitely more imposing. And so I'm training these triceps, and the eye starts bleeding, and this guy's all, what the fuck? What the fuck? And these members look up and their faces kind of turn white. And they're looking at me and there's blood running out of my eyeball down my face. And Squirty proceeds to fucking grab one of them by the back. And he says, that's how you fucking train. That's how you train when you come to this gym. You train till your eyes break. You train till you're bleeding out of your ears, bleeding out of your eyes, bleeding out of your nose. If you can't train like this, you don't belong here. And needless to say, they never came back. So that's kind of my 90s story. Hopefully Squirty sees this and gets a good laugh. And who else was with him? Squirty and Cockeye. Cockeye was there as well. And maybe I think I can text Cockeye. But anyway, that was my story of the 90s. It was kind of a funny time. And eventually the eye did heal and stopped doing that. But I guess the moral of the story is if you see a guy's eyes bleeding in the gym and another guy yelling at you, that's how you train, you probably should train pretty fucking hard or get out. Peace out, kids. That's kind of fast. Wow. Don't get too dizzy. Bella, you okay? Too much fun tonight. Hi, baby. You're going super fast. So,